Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and Xur has arrived. He is on Titan, so go to the landing zone on the rig and we will head over there. It is December 28th, so if you guys do catch this one before the new year, hope you guys all have a happy new year celebration. Just keep it safe. And for the rest of you guys jumping in, if you catch this later on in the week, thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, getting close to 30,000 subs though, so if you guys haven't subbed yet, please do so. We're pretty close. If you guys do enjoy the content, let's keep that support going. Alright, so we are here at Xur, Faded Engram, of course. If you want some exotics that you don't have from year one, this is your time to get it. Now, I think I've heard different things on comments. For me, it feels like if I'm on a Titan and I pick this thing up, I'm probably going to get something for a character for that class. So if I'm missing something, say on my Hunter, at least in the armor department, at least I think it gives you a better chance if you're missing something on that character. If you have all the armor and the weapons, well, it's just a random roll, but it might be something higher for you, so you never know. But for our weapons, we've got D.A.R.C.I. This is actually a pretty solid one. If you don't have it, it's definitely a pretty usable sniper rifle. It's not going to outshoot some of the big ones like Sleeper and Whisper and stuff like that. But if you have an arc burn, you feel like you want to do some sniping, things like that, this one actually can be fairly useful. Personal Assistant, aim at an enemy to view its health and other critical information in the scope. That's not really like the big thing about it. When Personal Assistant is active, this weapon has better target acquisition, so you got better headshot chance, and deals significantly more damage. It's like 4x, it's crazy. So if you look to aim down sights and have your sight on that target for like about a second, you'll have a huge damage boost, and with crits on this thing, you can pump out a lot of damage because you can hold 22 or 23 bullets. I think I've had this thing with 2 ammo reserve or sniper rifle reserve perks, and I've had like 28 bullets. So I mean, if you really want to go sniper and say it's an arc singe heavyweight, you want to blow some heads off with some things from range, this is actually a pretty fun gun to use. You got extended barrel, you got extended mag, so okay, increases mag size and greatly increased handling speed. Catalyst is pretty cool as well to it. So all good things on this one. If you don't have it, it may not be like the ultimate meta right now, but it's definitely a very useful gun. In the right hands, it can definitely put a lot of work out. So don't skip this one if you don't have it for sure. Next, we've got the Stag, one of my kind of lackluster Warlock helms. It looks pretty cool. Like, look-wise, not too shabby. Unfortunately, the perk is like very specifically related to your own death, which is something you don't want to do. Grants Rift Energy when you're critically wounded. Now, that's not terrible, especially if you get Rift Energy when you're critically wounded. You can pop a Healing Rift. That's okay. The big perk is on your death, so you have to be dead to take advantage of this. Creates a Healing Rift on your corpse. Now, to be able to get rezzed in some tough spots, that can be beneficial, but waiting for a perk that when you die and if you stay alive, you'll never see it, kind of sucks. So if you need to add it to your collection, it's cool. It's actually decent rolls if this thing ever gets like buffed. So I might actually consider just saving this one because the rolls on it are pretty solid. Got fusion rifle targeting, hand cannon targeting, and hands-on for a Warlock. These are all pretty useful. Fusion rifle and hand cannon, both pretty solid for PvP. We've got sniper rifle reserves or machine gun reserves, both also very, very helpful. So if this thing ever does get buffed to a point where I think it's actually decent, the perks on this one are solid. But unfortunately right now, I don't think this is one that you're really going to use. Second, we've got the Ophidia Spathe for the Hunters. This one is kind of a fun one people use if it's a brawler buff or a brawler buff on your like strikes and things like that, or you want to throw it on Nightfall. I've seen like Esoteric run with like this and a Hunter and just throwing knives with like Solar Burn and just the brawler buff. You get your melee back faster. You have double charges here. He just like keeps throwing the knives. He's done some crazy stuff with this. So there are some ways people have fun with this one. Having 2 knives per charge, especially with the new subclass, can actually be pretty cool. Perks here, we got Unflinching Bow Aim, which is Unflinching Fusion Rifle Aim, which probably doesn't hurt anything. Unflinching Kinetic Aim. Again, remember, specific types of weapons are going to have a more, like, better feel to the perk than just, like, the kinetics. It's slightly reducing flinch versus reducing flinch. So, a little less helpful perk on those generic ones. You got Scout Rifle Reserves and Special Ammo Finder. Not, like, the best, but if you did Fusion Rifle Aim, Special Ammo Finder, and Restorative, it's not terrible. So, it's a decent option. Finally, for the Titans, also a lackluster one here as well. Bring the Heat. This is the Ashen Wake exotic. Fusion grenades now explode on impact and gain increased throw speed. So they literally just explode instead of attaching and exploding, which is, I guess, a quicker explosion, but not really anything great. And they throw faster. Excuse me. But the idea is it just literally takes your grenade that does the same thing. It just speeds up its effect. So I mean, if you're going Grenadier and you want to throw them a little quicker, cool, but it's not like you're going to get recharge speed, you're not going to get extra damage, any napalm on the ground. They could add something more to this one, and it definitely needs some love. So again, not an amazing one here either, just some cool perks though, so you might want to pick this one up if you're, new to the game, looking for some good perks. It's not like the most amazing thing in the world, but the perks might be worth it alone. Fusion Rifle Loader. Hand Cannon Loader is probably one of the bigger loaders, just because hand cannons are generally slow. You got Impact Induction, causing damage with melee attack reduces grenade. That one's fine. But you got Sniper and a Machine Gun Scavenger, both which are beneficial because you've got other things like Whisper or Thunderlord or any of the new machine guns. So Machine Gun Scavenger is a really, really huge one. That'll take your ammo pickups up quite a bit. So overall, while the exotic isn't that great, if you don't have many to pick from and you're looking for just specific perks right now for a build, these actually aren't terrible. So while the exotics, these two, Stag and Ashen Wake, are not amazing, add them to your collection. They may get buffed later because the perks that are on all of these are pretty decent. Ophidia Spathe, the perks here aren't that great, but the actual fun you can have with Brawler and that middle subclass of Way of 1,000 Cuts is actually pretty cool. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you had a great holiday break. If you guys are traveling, be safe. If you're going out on New Year's Eve, be safe out there. Always good to get into the new year, and I probably won't see you guys too much before then. I might get a video or two up before then, but stay tuned to the channel. We're close to 30,000 subs. If you can spread the love and sub to the channel, that would be awesome. Be looking to do some giveaways actually at the start of the year, so if you haven't played Forsaken or have friends, tune them into the channel. I'll get you guys into that one. And other than that, you guys can follow me on Twitch, on Twitter. It's Ebontis on both. We're right here on YouTube. Hit the sub button, like the video if you did enjoy it. If not, let me know what I can do to improve it. And leave a comment below if you want to say, hey, have recommendations about these exotics or anything else. Have an awesome day. I will see you soon. You guys are awesome. And as my new cameo, my nephews are actually in one of my videos said, may the light be with you. Little Star Wars-ish, but I thought it was pretty cool. So have a good one, you all. I'll see you soon.